there, and how's yous all been doing this past while? Isn't it just grand to have a bit of sun for the farming? The crops are doing nicely, the grass is mown, and the animals are just lazing about in the fields. I've been wild busy with the sheep. With all the chasing about, Barney and me is real fit. I'm looking trim for the girls, but sure I haven't had a moment to do anything about it. Did you see that photo of me and me father? We was just having a wee nap together in the barn when the children came in for to do some learning. I heard them talking about Patrick, so I cocked an ear in case I was missing something. Learning's a great thing, don't you know? You just can't get enough of it. Me father there is a real wise one. You can see by the look of him. Anyhow, it wasn't our Paddy, but St. Patrick they were hearing about. I'll tell you the tale. Well, hundreds of years ago, in what they called the 6th century, the Romans here lost all their power and all the lands that they had fought for. Then these Germanic tribes came along, real wild men, fighting and killing and destroying everything. People, towns, cities and libraries. Not that I know much about libraries. They had no time for learning and burnt everything they got their hands on. All that clever learning and writing was going to be lost forever. The Bible and all. Now I heard about the Bible on Sundays in church, you know. And this is where Ireland comes into it. St. Patrick, you know, had not long brought Christianity to all the pagans in Ireland, and there was a load of pagans there. So there were Irish Christians and holy monks, and they all had peaceful, quiet ways and lives. But Ireland wasn't an easy place to get to, which was quite good for them. Anyhow, because of that, all these clever folks from what had been called the Roman Empire, that's all that way overseas that is, came away to Ireland, and they brought their books and their learning with them. So the result of that was that Christianity in Ireland grew and grew. And so it was, years later, that all these Irish Christians, well, they got in their boats and they travelled far and wide across the seas, bringing all their learning and all about Christ and all about new life and peace to all these folks everywhere they landed, all over the place. Ah, dear, and here we are, right in the middle of Wales, just a stone's throw across the water, with our own wee church. Oh, it makes me feel all emotional. Irish history and St. Patrick. Ah, it's a powerful story. It's a tale to soften the hardest heart. Ah, dear. Well, that's enough learning for today for yous all. Time for me to get to work again. I'll be telling Barney you were asking for him. Sláinte then.